Good morning, everybody. Thanks for tuning in and checking out this video. Now I'm gonna be open and honest today. It's gonna be a very transparent conversation that I'm about to have with you guys about my quote unquote love life. I am single. I am not looking to be in a relationship. Um, per se, but I definitely want to get married and everything at some point. Um, I just have the biggest issue of meeting. Excuse me, my lips are dry. but but yeah, I'm having an issue, y'all, of meeting a God fearing, intelligent, humble, sweet man. All I keep meeting is I go to church on holidays. I don't pray every day. Uh, I halfway believe in God. Condescending, arrogant, rude, immature men. Recently, right? So I'm gonna just give y'all, just this conversation. So don't mind me. But I met this guy when I was 21, and he recently told me, and for the lack of better words, that to him, I am considered a glorified sex buddy. And for, for 9 years, I have been trying to prove my love, my loyalty, just been trying to make this man see that I truly love him. And for the life of me, I couldn't figure out why he didn't love me and why he didn't want to be in a relationship with me or take me serious. And he just straight up told me, he was like, you're he said, this was his words, how can I be in a relationship with my friend? And then he goes to say, if you gonna be talking to this dude and talking to that dude, you might as well just sleep with me and be happy with that. Like, what was I don't understand what, excuse me, my agent, but what was I supposed to say about that? Like, all these years I have been loving this man, even though I was in other relationships or whatever, because he was like bullshitting. He was. I'm just gonna be real with y'all. Y'all know I cuss every now and again, excuse me. But he really like looked at me for 9 years as a glorified sex buddy, sex partner. All these years I'm trying to figure out why this man don't love me, why he don't want to be with me. And I would ask him and he's like, I don't know. Oh, I'm not ready to be in a relationship, or typical male bull crap. And when he said that to me, it really just made me realize, like, all these years I have been involved with guys for 3, 4, 5 years off and on, not because they were in love with me, not because they wanted me to be their wife, but because I was a sex buddy and they did whatever they could to. I mean, it was only 3 guys, but really 2. But him, the guy I'm talking about, and there's another guy. I've dealt with them. There's those 2 the longest, and it didn't break my heart. It hurt my feelings because I'm like, how can someone who I've lived with, who I've shared intimate secrets with personal things, who I've given my soul to, my body, and for them to disregard me and say that I am a sex buddy, and that's all I ever been. That's probably all I ever will be. Ooh, hold on. Hey, hold on. Try to turn the music on. Okay, whatever. Anyway, sorry about that. I was jamming this morning during my workout, so that was like the last song I listened to or whatever. But anyway, yeah, like, how can this man say that to me? Like, I'm sorry, I'm still trying to get my phone together. Put it on the charger. Alright, so it's back charging. Anyway, like I was saying, like, how can that nigga do that? Like, how can he, after all the things I've been through with this man, how could he say that to me and expect for me to take him serious at this point? Like, if he was to ever come back to me and say, I'm ready to settle down, I'm ready to take everything serious, I would gladly decline. And it's crazy because for 9 years, that's all I ever wanted. I mean, I've dated other guys. He's dated other females. I mean, I'm not an ugly girl, so it's like a lot of attractive guys try to talk to me who actually look better than this individual, have more money than this individual, or whatever. But it was just something about that young man that I was just holding on to. And this year, um, God has been really like opening my eyes to seeing that people really don't love me like I love them. Or people don't care about me like I care about them. Like, I'm talking about friends and all. So, that was just a, a eye-opening experience, because I asked God, I said, God, is this my husband? And like 2 days later, we had that conversation, and I ain't gonna lie, it hurt. Because it's like all the years that I've invested in this individual, excuse me, has been a waste of time. And I truly thank God that this year I found out what was preventing him from taking me serious. All these years, he would never answer that question, so I've stopped talking to him for months. We went like 2 years without talking at one point, and just proved my point. I don't. Then it's a lot of guys that try to talk to me, and I really feel like all of them view me now as a glorified sex buddy, even though I'm not having sex with anybody. But you know what I'm saying? Like, that's all guys really care about. I'm not saying all men are the same, because I have met a few different men. It just, at the time when I met these individuals, I was in a different place, so I couldn't really devote myself to being with them. Plus, I was still holding on to that young man, and it just felt like when he said that to me, it was like all the weight I had been carrying, trying to pursue him, and trying to make trying to have something with him, it just literally went down the drain, and I'm okay with it. For the first time in 9 years, I'm okay with us not talking. I'm perfectly fine with us having no communication, no dealings, no nothing at all. And the reason why I'm talking about this morning is because we have to, as human beings, as I'm getting older, I'm realizing that like we really have to know who we are dealing with, because people will have put up a facade and act like they're one way, and then come to find out they're totally different people down the line. So it just really just proved that I rush into relationships with people without actually getting to know individuals. I'm talking about on a friendship level and a potential husband and wife relationship. I realized that I have a lot of listening and watching. I have to do that a lot more moving forward, because I don't want to waste another 9 years of my life chasing something that will never happen. I really don't know who this message is for, but we truly cannot allow people's perception of us and the perception that we have of other people prevent us from reaching the next level in life. And you really, like, I learned this. I mean, I've always kind of knew that, but it wasn't until like this year and last year, rather, mainly this year, that I realized that I have to pay attention to the people that's around me and who I have in my life and who involve myself with. Like, I have to be really, really careful about that, because I've been through some things in life, and although my very humble, very forgiving and understanding, but there is a side of me that if you cross me, I will flip out, and I've learned to not necessarily control that part of me, but I've learned to control how I prevent that part of me from coming out and messing up relationships with people. So instead of me being like, fuck that, fuck you, stupid, that going off, I don't do that anymore. What I do is now I just be like, you know what? It was fun while it lasted. I enjoyed your company. But at this point in my life, I wish you the best of life. And I wish that, you could move on without me and go your way and act like I never existed. And I promise to do the same thing. And so far, so good. It's been working so far. I haven't really like been stressed out, been aggravated, been going through some things. With people, it was just that situation. It was like it had to come to a head so I could progress in who I am as a woman and what I'm willing to and not willing to allow to be in my life. Um, Life is tough, man. It's tough, but it doesn't have to be hard. I've learned through my own experience that we make life harder than what it should be because we ignore the signs. We allow what our heart is saying versus, to control our our thoughts, our thought process, and our thinking. But instead, we should let our eyes and our ears develop our thinking process instead of our heart. Because when we operate in our heart and when we think with our heart, we always get our heart broken. So why not use the other senses that God gave you, which is seeing and hearing and paying attention? And you know what I'm saying? We can use that, and we'll be able to. Excuse me. We'll be able to see things clearer. I mean, for like the last 4 years, it's pretty much what I've been doing, but it's just some old flings and old habits that I had dealings with that were stopping me from going to the next level. So this year has just really been just a habit breaker and a eye-opening experience. To the point where that I have no tolerance for bullcrap. Like, I will leave you alone. Like, I tell people quick, man, listen, everything that I've been through, and all the hate that I had in my heart and all the anger that I was holding on to. When I let that go, I refuse to go back to that place. So yeah, if I gotta stop talking to you, then I will. I mean, at the end of the day, when I die, I'm gonna die by myself. I'm not gonna die with you or go to heaven or wherever. Well, I feel like I'm going to heaven, so you know, I'm not going to heaven with you per se. Like we're not gonna be holding hands and going to heaven together. You might be going to hell. I might be going to hell. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? You never know. So it's just important to focus on you, focus on your mental health, your physical health, your emotional health. When you make up your mind that you want to be a better person in every aspect and area of your life, do it with no regrets. If you gotta let people go, if you gotta cut people off, by all means do that. And I mean, it's lonely. I don't have too many friends because most of my friends are married or got kids, so it's kind of boring, lonely, not having nobody to talk to. But I found that the less I talk to people, the better off I am. Not saying that I'm antisocial, because I'm very sociable. As you see, I'm talkative. I'm very outgoing, outspoken. I'm fun to be around, good people. So I just deal with those who deal with me. I really learned this year that people only love you when you're available, and when you're not available, they're not available to you either. If that makes any sense. So I'm just, I'm just I'm in such a weird place. And it's a good weird. It's not bad weird. It's like, although I'm single, although I don't have any children or I don't have a boyfriend, and I got a whole family, I got great friends. My mom is like very avid in my life, and since I have stopped hanging out with this person, and going over this person's house and doing this and doing that, me and my mother's relationship is a lot stronger. And I've been, a lot more wise because the less I talk to people and the more I talk to her and I talk to God and, my elders, older people in my life, I'm a lot more wise and I'm a lot more patient and understanding. But if I'm dealing with people that's my age, young, in their 30s, late 20s, early 30s or whatever, um, I'm when I get around my age group, it's like I have to be the the wise one. You know what I'm saying? So I'm learning as I get older. The less people involved in your life, the better. And the people that you have involved in your life, if they're not um, adding to your growth, they are depleting. And if they are depleting and taking away from your growth process, you have to just let them go. Sometimes it'll hurt. I ain't gonna lie, it hurt because I mean I'm not actually having sex, but it hurt to let go of somebody that if I wanted to have sex or that I possibly could have married, I had to let that go, and that was some good sex. Just being real, but you gotta make sacrifices in order to get what you need from God. For real, um, for real. Like it's just amazing how God allow your feelings to be hurt, open up your eyes. I was like, don't get me wrong, that bothered me that that dude said that, but it was just like that's what I've been wanting to hear, been wanting to get the truth, not I don't know, I'm not ready. No, he said all that, but what he said, how can I be in a relationship with my friend? And then you turn around and said, I can have sex with you and no one. I'd rather you sleep with me than no one else. Like this man has no idea what I've been going through for the last 4 years. He didn't even bother to even. Another thing I realized too, like he doesn't know me. He does all the talking. When I try to talk, he doesn't want to hear what I have to say. Like most men, I don't know what's up with niggas and all that. Like, why do dudes do that? Like, why do they? want to hear what they gotta say, but they don't want to hear what you have to say, and then be like, oh, when you snap, you're like, oh, I didn't know that. You did know that, but you didn't care, so it went in one ear and out the other. You know what I'm saying? That boy taught me a lot about what I'm willing to put up with and not willing to put up with, and I just thank God that he said what he said, and that was my break. Now, just gonna chill. But anyways, I just want to share that with y'all, man, and to let y'all know, man, pay attention to people when they telling you who they are and you dismissing it as like, oh, he just being funny. I don't know what's wrong with my lips. Oh, that's just it. Just looked like that on camera. My bad. My bad. But anyways, yeah. When you really pay attention to people and their words, if you listen more than you speak and look more than you pay attention more than you don't pay attention, you'll miss out. But if you take the initiative to really listen to what people are saying and paying attention to what they're doing, if you ignore the signs, that's on you. And then when you be in a bad situation, that's on you. But if you see the signs off real from the beginning, run away. It's like, okay, well, I see this isn't gonna work out, so I'm gonna go over here. It was nice knowing you, baby. You know what I'm saying? Peace out. Them for real. But anyways, I'm about to get off here and find me something to do. Um, cause I went and walked this morning for like an hour. I try to walk like 3 days out the week, and today's the first day of the week that I walked. I like to call it working out because I'm sweating. Okay. And I'm tired and a little sore, so I'm finna go ahead and find me something to eat, something, and just parlay for the rest of the day. But anyways, I appreciate you guys watching this. I pray that anything that I said today resonates in your brain and you really take heed to what I'm saying about paying attention, watching, and listening more than you talk. Especially, I mean, it's okay to be talkative or whatever because I'm talkative, but pay attention to what people are saying when they're talking to you and pay attention to their actions. And you will be able to decipher whether this person is really meant to stay with you forever or just for a season. But I thank y'all for tuning in again. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. It's Columbus Day and ain't nobody celebrating it. So I'm finna go celebrate it on this grill at some point. But anyways, peace.